Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday evening. I pray you're all safe, sound, and virus free. Thank you for all the kind comments, and again, keep the questions coming. I'm happy to answer them. Tomorrow, I'll just jump forward and let you know. Tomorrow, unless something dramatic happens until then, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about immunoglobulins and vaccinations and what IgM, IgG means. But today I had a few questions actually that came at the same time today about vitamin D, and that's the topic I want to touch on today. Vitamin D is a vitamin. We consider it a fat soluble vitamin. What that means is that when you take vitamin D, it does get stored in your body. Unlike water-soluble vitamins meaning B12 and vitamin C, etc., or the B vitamins. If you take too much of the water-soluble vitamins, they can leave your system. Fat-soluble vitamins actually get stored in your system, so it's not a good idea to overtake those vitamins. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that you should never overtake. The reason why I'm mentioning that is because it has been shown by observational studies, or by observation, not by double-blind controlled studies, but by observation, it has been shown that those patients who had a low vitamin D level, below normal vitamin D level, were more likely to have a poor outcome clinically if they also had COVID-19. We have known also by a recent observational study that a low vitamin D actually is associated with a worse outcome for many diseases, including other heart diseases, So, because they're observational studies and not double-blind controlled studies, we don't know exactly why people with a low vitamin D level have worse outcomes with COVID-19 and other chronic diseases. But with that information, it would be a good idea to be sure that your vitamin D level is in normal range. The reason why I'm speaking to this is, number one, because I want your vitamin D level to be in normal range, and if you don't know what your vitamin D level is, let's get it checked, and if you need to be on supplementation, let's get on supplementation. Again, please consult your physician prior to taking anything. My concern with the information, my concern about the questions would be if people knew that those with a low vitamin D level had worse outcomes with COVID-19, that people would start taking a lot of vitamin D. So let's be clear so that we're safe and educated. The poor outcomes occurred with people who had a less than normal vitamin D level, not people who had a normal vitamin D level. So, if your vitamin D level is normal, it is not necessary for you to overtake or take an excessive amount of vitamin D. So, before you start taking vitamin D, please consult your physician so that you don't overdose on it. Because, again, unlike water-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins get stored in the body and you can build up to a toxic level where it could be dangerous and detrimental to your health. The four, for completeness for your education, the four fat soluble vitamins that you never want to overtake: vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Again, this session is with the vitamin D in particular, but those are four vitamins that you never want to overtake. And again, anytime you want to take a vitamin or think about taking that, please consult your physician. Once again, terrible virus, no vaccine yet, no treatment yet. I don't completely understand why we as intelligent people don't all recognize the importance of facial coverings. Facial coverings have been scientifically shown to decrease transmission of the virus by up to 60-70%, along with hand washing, soap and water, 20 seconds, rinse and repeat, along with social distancing, and particularly those who are in the at-risk category, high-risk category, to shelter in place as much as possible. We could eradicate, if not decrease the numbers dramatically, eradicate this virus without a vaccine. It really only makes sense if you put away and get rid of the political issues of it, if you get rid of the mandatory requirements, if you just think about it, it does make sense. Okay? So, hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday evening. Take vitamin D if your vitamin D level is low. It may help prevent a bad outcome of COVID-19 or other diseases. Don't overtake vitamins. Do not overtake vitamin D. Make sure you know your level. Make sure you have an appropriate dosing when necessary. And please work with your physician on that. Have a good night. I pray for you all. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.